Welcome back. Well, this talk is about why would you step up from our new skin basic products to the ageLOC technology products. Now, if you use our ageLOC, our new skin products which hydrate the skin and keep the skin, it'll look healthy and hydrated and your skin will work how it's naturally designed to do. But the thing is, as we age, things begin to change, and what Nu Skin has been able to do with this ageLOC technology is go to the sources of aging, which is a completely unique idea. What we've found is everybody is working on the signs and symptoms of the aging, but not what happens. So, just as an example, say that you come home and your kitchen is flooded. You're going to mop up the mess, aren't you? But if it floods again, you'll probably get a plumber and go to the source and fix the source so it doesn't flood again. And that's a little bit like what skincare products do. We're working on the signs, we're mopping up the mess, and the difference is ageLOC technology goes to the source and works on the source of aging. Now, they were working with a team of genetic scientists who have combined research of 30 years about why we age. And it started with looking at identical twins. So identical twins are born with exactly the same DNA. So you would expect them to age the same, exactly the same, but they don't because of lifestyle choices. So that what they do is looking at, well, if they make those choices, if we give the right environment, can we express like we did when we're young? So it's a study of the youth gene clusters. So what they've been able to do is they use heat mapping and they can map a gene. So this gene here is of someone who's around about 20 when all the genes are expressing like they're designed to do. So just imagine it's a study of epigenetics. And what epigenetics is, it's a little bit like, say your gene is the light and the light switch is the epigene. We're not touching the gene, but with the epigene, it's like the switch. We can control the way the light works by you turning the switch off and on or using the dimmer switch. So that's what the study of epigenetics sort of relates to. So what they've found, just imagine that this is, say, the skin for an example, and everything that's green is everything like the switches on, like your collagen and elastin and your cell turnover, things like that that make your skin look young. And the switches that are off are things like discoloration, which make us look older. Now the next example here is of a gene when you're around 50, and see how it's almost the complete reverse. So the switches which are producing the elastin and the collagen and the pore size and cell renewal, they're all going to off. So that's why our skin starts to sag and wrinkle and it looks dull and tired. And then the switches that were off that have come on are like your discoloration switches. So that is why we age. So then what they do is they use a blend of natural botanical extracts and they do experiments until they get the blend that's exactly right so that we can replicate and give the environment for the epigenes and the youth gene clusters to express like when you were youthful. And you can see here they've been able to reset it to 92% of the youthful state. So that is how we go to the sources of aging. So what ageLOC science does, it targets the ultimate sources of aging. It identifies youth gene clusters, and the ageLOC science resets youth gene clusters to a more youthful patterns of activity. And that's why we see amazing results. So at this stage, they've been able to do it in the skin, and they've done that with the galvanic spa for the face, the galvanic spa for the body, and then with the ageLOC transformation skincare. And we also have a product called Vitality, which is working on the inside of the body with the mitochondria, which makes you physically, mentally and sexually back like when you were youthful. And these are just some results of the skincare. This woman here is in her 60s. I hope you can see it. That's after using the galvanic spa with the ageLOC transformation for about 90 days. And then this photo here is another woman, and the first photo is before. You can see the hooding of the eyes, the skin looks a bit droopy and discoloured. The middle one is after 90 days, and the next one's after 5 months. And you can see that not only does it go to the sources and slow aging down, it actually makes you look younger, opens up those eyes, gets the cell renewal to turn over so your skin looks young and vibrant and youthful. The pore size diminishes, your lines and wrinkles diminish, discoloration diminishes, and it just makes you look and feel so much better. And the photos I've shown you like this is using the galvanic spa treatment twice a week with the ageLOC transformations. So the difference between our basic new skin products is they let the skin work and express itself. Hydrate the skin and let the skin work like it did naturally, but it's only working on the signs and symptoms. ageLOC goes to the source, so we're looking at the sources of aging, so we express like the skin is a lot more youthful, and we work on the signs and symptoms as well. Now I'll just talk about the ageLOC Vitality. What they find in the mitochondria, your mitochondria is like, I'm not a scientist or doctor myself, this is just what I've learned, but it's the plant food to your cells. And when you're young, it's kind of like when you buy a cell phone and the battery's charged and it goes for a long time and it works properly. As it gets older, you're finding you're recharging it more often and it goes flat quick. And that's a little bit like what happens to us. When we're born, we're all born usually about 100% what we're going to be, and we go along feeling good till around our mid-30s, and then we start to feel a little bit sluggish and things like that. And it's because our mitochondria isn't as effective anymore, so it becomes it sort of shrinks and crusts up. So what they've found with the Vitality, it's a blend of natural botanical extracts. It's got cordyceps mushrooms, it's got ginseng and pomegranate are their main things. Now I know that you can buy all of those from any health food store, but when they do their gene mapping like I showed you before, what they found is if the extraction isn't exactly right and the blend isn't right, and that is what's painted it to them, you don't get that result. You can't then get the mitochondria to express like back when it's younger. For me, this product has changed my life. I used to get quite overwhelmed and anxious because I didn't feel I had the energy to cope with what I had to do in my life. This is a subtle change. It's not like when you have a coffee and you suddenly feel better, but then you come down and you feel quite sluggish. This is like a very subtle change every day because it's natural energy that's building up, but as it's built up, it's sustained energy. So some people feel it in the first week or two. I must say I did myself, but over a 6 to 12-week period, it's even greater. I've been on this product for 2 years now, and I honestly think I feel better than I did in my 20s. Now the next product that's about to launch for the body is called R². We take 6 capsules of these in the morning. The other one you take 2 at night, and I haven't experienced that myself yet, but it purifies the cells. So I'm really looking forward to trying that product out. I think I feel fantastic now, so I just can only get better. Now the ageLOC technology has like a 10 to 20 year rollout plan, so there's just amazing things that I just can't wait. So for me, it's all about, in the health area, it's all about prevention. We know that as time goes on, the healthcare systems, all us baby boomers, we're going to put pressure on them, they won't be able to afford it. So this is all about prevention, and you now can take charge of your own health. So I hope you enjoyed that training, and if you would like to try these products, the ageLOC technology products, please get back to the person that sent you to this video. Thank you for your time.